Numerology. It used to be highly regarded as a magical, mystical way of thinking about numbers, about mathematics. Some people believe in it, some people don't. Get you something to write with and something to write on. Pause this if you have to, but then we're going to bring ancient Egypt into your home, right there where you are, so that you can experience the magic of numerology. I want you to choose any 3-digit number. All the digits have to be different, but any number will work. Don't write it at the very top of the page. You might need that space later on. But write the 3-digit number that you chose somewhere near the top. I think I've about got it. Okay. That about does it. Okay. That's a book of ancient Egypt. And we want to talk about Ahmes. Ahmes was credited with writing the first mathematic book. So you may want to credit him if you're having problems with mathematics. But this was inscribed on his sarcophagus, on the bottom of his sarcophagus, carved in stone. And nobody knew what it meant for a long, long time. They read the hieroglyphs around his tomb, and it told a story of him falling ill earlier in his life. He fell into this fever and went into a coma. And while he was in this coma, the gods gave him a magical formula. You're about to see how magical it is. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take the 3-digit number that you chose before, and I want you to flip it around, end for end, so that now you have a different number. I have no idea what number you chose, so I want you to put the smaller number on the bottom, put the larger number on the top, and subtract the smaller number from the larger number. I don't know what number you chose, so you may have a 2-digit number or a 3-digit number. If you have a 2-digit number, put a 0 in the blank space over there so that now you have a new 3-digit number. Now the way the story goes is that when the archaeologists found Ahmes' tomb, they were able to read all of the hieroglyphs on the walls and read the story very clearly of how the gods handed down this mathematical equation to Ahmes. The first part and the second part. You've got the first part of the mathematical equation where you subtracted your original 3-digit number from itself flipped around. Now we're going to get to the second part. You had a new 3-digit number when you did the first part. Now I want you to flip that new 3-digit number around and this time add the two numbers together. You should come up with a new, usually 4-digit number, a brand new 4-digit number. I promise that's the only mathematics you'll have to do, because you see the archaeologists could read all the paintings on the wall of Ahmes' tomb, but they couldn't make out these symbols carved in stone at the bottom of his sarcophagus. They didn't know what they meant. They didn't have any reference to them. They turned them all which way. They looked in their reference books. There was nothing that combined the Ankh with an eye or a triangle above the eye or next, all of this next to the sun and the moon. They didn't know what it meant. There was one archaeologist that stayed outside while the rest of them were inside with magnifying glasses studying the story. You see, at the end of the story, when Ahmes woke up from his coma, the god Anubis gave him the solution to the mathematical equation that you have written down right there. And as Andrew Filippio read the inscriptions by firelight, firelight. He had just jotted them down, similar to what I've done right here. And as he read them by firelight, something amazing began to happen. The hieroglyphs themselves, these ones that had no reference or nothing that the archaeologists could see, began to change. And they changed, and they kept changing underneath the firelight. The triangle disappeared. Some of the lines disappeared. And they changed it into numbers that were more familiar to Filippo. And they may be more familiar to you. Does this look familiar?